Alright, listen up, hoop heads. When you think NBA, you probably picture titans, right? Skyscraping, rim-rocking behemoths. But what if I told you some of the league's most electrifying, game-changing talents barely scraped past the top of the net? Today, we are celebrating the legends who looked gravity in the eye and said, "Nah, I'm good." We are talking about the absolute shortest players who not only survived in a league of giants but straight up thrived, cementing their legacies with heart, hustle, and some serious skill. Prepare to be amazed. Kicking things off with a true icon, the man who made 5 feet 3 inches feel like 7 feet, Muggsy Bogues. Imagine stepping onto an NBA court and being the shortest player by a mile, every single game. That was Muggsy's reality for 14 incredible seasons. Drafted 12th overall in 1987, he didn't just play, he ran the show, particularly for those electric Charlotte Hornets teams. He was a human highlight reel, a pickpocketing maestro, and a passing wizard. Absolutely unreal what this man accomplished with his stature. Muggsy wasn't just short, he was a menace. He played for 4 different teams, the Wizards, Hornets, Warriors, and Raptors, but his heart was always in Charlotte. With career averages of 6.7 points, 7.6 assists, and 1.5 steals per game, he was a genuine floor general. But the stat that always blows minds? The dude blocked Patrick Ewing. Yes, that's 7 feet 0 inches Patrick Ewing. It's a testament to his incredible timing, tenacity, and just pure basketball IQ. Don't ever let anyone tell you height is everything in hoops. Next up, we've got Earl Boykins, standing at a mighty 5 feet 5 inches but built like a brick house. This guy was absolutely ripped, pure muscle packed into a compact frame. Boykins spent 13 seasons in the league, proving that you don't need to be tall to be strong. He played for 6 teams, including the Nets, Cavs, Nuggets, Bucks, Bobcats, and Wizards, leaving his mark wherever he went. Opponents often underestimated him, and that was usually their first mistake. Earl brought a physical intensity that was unmatched for his size. Earl Boykins wasn't just strong, he was an explosive athlete. With an insane vertical leap, he could hang with the best of them, often elevating over much taller defenders for his signature scoring bursts. And get this, Boykins holds the distinction of being the shortest player ever to block Shaquille O'Neal. Let that sink in. The Diesel, blocked by a guy who barely came up to his waist. It perfectly encapsulates the heart and determination of these short kings. Seriously, Boykins was a force of nature, a true anomaly. Alright, hold on to your hats, because next we've got Spud Webb, the man who redefined what's possible at 5 feet 7 inches. His name is synonymous with one thing: flight. For 12 seasons, Spud soared, especially during his time with the Atlanta Hawks. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? The 1986 Slam Dunk Contest. This guy wasn't just participating, he was about to make history against his own teammate, the high-flying Dominique Wilkins. Spud Webb absolutely shocked the world at the 1986 Slam Dunk Contest. He pulled out dunks that even taller players couldn't dream of, including a 360-degree reverse jam and an alley-oop off the backboard. The crowd went wild, and the judges, including the human highlight film himself, Dominique Wilkins, gave him perfect scores. Spud Webb proved that vertical leap, creativity, and sheer audacity could beat raw height any day of the week. He was an absolute sensation and a true inspiration for every aspiring small player out there. From one dunk legend to another, meet Nate Robinson. At 5 feet 9 inches, Nate was a scoring spark plug and an absolute aerial artist. He spent 11 seasons in the NBA, bouncing around 8 different teams, always bringing his electrifying energy. What's even crazier? Before becoming an NBA star, Nate actually played college football for the University of Washington, showcasing his incredible athleticism across multiple sports. He was just built different, a fearless competitor with springs in his shoes. Nate Robinson isn't just a dunk contest winner, he's the asterisk dunk contest winner. He's the only player in NBA history to win the slam dunk contest 3 times. He took home the trophy in 2006, 2009, and 2010, constantly pushing the boundaries of what a player of his size could do. His rivalry with Dwight Howard was legendary. From jumping over opponents to pulling off incredible aerial maneuvers, Nate cemented his legacy as one of the most exciting and vertically gifted players, regardless of height, to ever play the game. A true legend. Okay, alright, so maybe 6 feet 0 inches isn't shortest in the grand scheme of things, but for the NBA? Allen Iverson played like he was 5 feet 5 inches with the heart of a lion. AI was a cultural icon, a fashion trendsetter, and an MVP who fearlessly drove to the basket against players twice his size. His crossover was legendary, his scoring was unstoppable, and his impact went far beyond the court. He redefined what it meant to be a superstar in the league. Everyone tried to guard him, but nobody could. AI wasn't just a scorer, he was a phenomenon. An MVP, multiple-time scoring champion, and one of the most exciting players to ever touch a basketball. His fearless style of play and refusal to back down made him a fan favorite and a nightmare for opponents. And, of course, who could forget the legendary practice rant? It's arguably one of the most iconic, hilarious, and relatable sports press conferences ever. Allen Iverson's legacy is one of pure, unadulterated passion and an unwavering commitment to leaving it all on the court, every single night. Speaking of 6 feet 0 inches legends, we can't forget Chris Paul, the point god himself. CP3 has orchestrated offenses for years, consistently leading the league in assists and steals. His basketball IQ is off the charts, making everyone around him better. Even at 6 feet 0 inches, he's a master of navigating traffic, hitting clutch shots, and making the perfect pass. He's one of the most dominant guards of his era, proving that sometimes brains beat brawn, especially when those brains are attached to incredibly skilled hands. Pure poetry in motion. Another 6 feet 0 inches dynamo, Kyle Lowry is the definition of a pit bull on the court. A true Toronto Raptors legend, he was the heart and soul of their championship team. Lowry plays with an incredible physicality, constantly throwing his body around, drawing charges, and battling for rebounds against much taller opponents. He's a tough, gritty guard who does all the dirty work while also hitting clutch threes and setting up his teammates. His impact on winning is undeniable, and his leadership is absolutely contagious. A true champion. And from one Raptors champion to another, let's talk about Fred VanVleet. At 6 feet 1 inch, FVV isn't technically tiny, but for an undrafted player to become an NBA champion and an all-star? That's a story of defying odds right there. He earned every single bit of his success through relentless hard work and an unwavering belief in himself. VanVleet is known for his clutch shooting, sharp passing, and tenacious defense. He truly embodies the spirit of an underdog who made it big, proving that talent and grit are far more important than draft stock. Next up, the electrifying Trae Young. At 6 feet 1 inch, he's another shorter player who has absolutely taken the league by storm with his incredible scoring and passing abilities. Trae shoots from way downtown, often from the logo, pulling defenders out and creating space for his teammates. His ability to thread the needle with passes is just as impressive as his deep range. Young is a nightmare matchup for any defense, a modern offensive force who proves that skill and audacity can easily trump a few inches of height. Ice Trae is a pure entertainer. Alright, wrapping up our look at these incredible talents with Tyrese Haliburton. Now, at 6 feet 5 inches, some might say he's not exactly short for an NBA player, but for a point guard, he's definitely not a towering giant. And what he lacks in traditional height for his position, he more than makes up for with his insane court vision and incredibly low turnover rate. Haliburton is a rising star, a phenomenal passer who elevates his team's offense to another level. He plays the game with such fluidity and intelligence, truly making a case that impact isn't always measured in inches. Future MVP contender, for sure. From the unforgettable slams of Spud Webb and Nate Robinson, to the jaw-dropping blocks by Muggsy Bogues and Earl Boykins, and the pure dominance of Iverson and Paul, these players prove one thing: heart, skill, and an undeniable will to win will always trump a few extra inches. The NBA is a league of giants, but these men carved out their own colossal legacies by playing bigger than anyone thought possible. They aren't just great short players, they're some of the greatest players, period. They redefined the game, inspired millions, and showed us that sometimes the biggest impact comes in the smallest packages. What an incredible journey through the careers of these NBA legends. Seriously, these guys are living proof that determination can smash through any barrier. Which one of these pint-sized powerhouses impressed you the most? Did we miss anyone from your personal list of short kings? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more epic NBA content, and share it with a friend who thinks they're too short to hoop. Until next time, keep defying those expectations and chasing your dreams. Peace out, hoop fans.